Yeah, I saw Nerfy just went live. Like I just got that interview, that notification. But does Nerfy have a cat? So, hello PJ, hello Alyssa, hello Rocky, hello K Buns, hello Christy, hello Tarquim, Victoria. Ooh, France, nice. Bonjour. That's the extent of my French. Actually, I think I can say je m'appelle. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong though. Hi Candy, hey Marie, hello Tea with a Unicorn. Hello Brittany. I did see the red flag cats in Discord. They are cute. I don't know if you saw K-Bun's words. Comment took them and made a vector file out of them. So I wanted to run it by you if it was okay to use them. I could throw a couple things here and there. They're pretty cute. These glasses are like $3 glasses from, I think I got them at Michael's. Well, thank you, Victoria. Hello, Jane Fonda. I know I'm starting early. I, honest to God, just want to get done. So, hello, Smug. Yes. Cool. Thank you, K-Buns. Slap line for Amber. There's a... What did I not do? Where are you going? Lay down. Good boy. He is ignoring me. I bribed him into the chair earlier. Hello, Lee. Hello, Idiot Witch. No, you're not late. I'm actually early for once. Hey, it's Peanut Butter Cocoa Dude. Oh, thank you. I might end up taking them off. These are actually my reading glasses. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I'm trying to get used to keeping them on because I'm old now and I can't see the screen as well as I used to be able to. Things to look forward to. Hello, Winter Sea. Oh, it's Saturday. Where are you at? Oh, you're in Australia. Thank you, Better with Bubbles. Yes, he knows. He knows he's beautiful. Look at that face. They think you're pretty. They think you're pretty. He's like, where's my treat? Bryn! You're doing a typing lesson and listening? Well, that'll be fun. I slapped Orser Boudoir? A Weezer? We're Boudoir? Wait, where did Victoria go? What does that mean? I'm trying to figure out how I improve my glasses prescription. Your glasses, your eyes will adjust. You can strengthen the eye muscles, so your eyes will adjust given time. Sometimes they get better, sometimes they get weaker. It just depends on what your eye doctor is going to do. There will be a lot of mints, and I apologize, but my voice is requiring mints, so. His blue chair matches his blue eyes. Funny story, I got these at there's two of these actually. There's one in the living room as well. They're identical. We rescued them. Well, we rescued the cats too, but the chairs were rescues from the side of the road as well. Werner Boudoir. Oh, he's a ragdoll Maine Coon. We just weighed him. He's 14 pounds. 14.6 pounds, excuse me. Bifocals? Yeah. Yeah, this is the bifocal. The thing is I'm farsighted, so I really only need them when I'm trying to read things on the screen. And need is a strong word, but my eyes are already a little strained, so I figured why make it worse? However, they are filthy. Watch. Yep, 14.6 pounds of fluff. He's the smallest one of his 3 siblings, who all are got the ragdoll gene in them. His mama had 7 kittens. 3 of them came out ragdolly. There's his brother. Oh my god, his brother. His when we had him, we called him Euroterp. There were days. That cat doesn't move. Doesn't move. There were days where I would have to like put my finger under his nose just to see if he was still breathing. He's like the most relaxed, laid-back cat ever. Oh my god, I can actually see. Look at that. I did not, unfortunately, get a bat emoji, or a pigeon emoji made yet. And then I can't do anything about it right now, so. We are pigeonless today, but we will not be pigeonless forever. I rescue cats in chairs. I tried Ricola. I do like Ricola, actually. Ricola. Oh yeah, like the stream, please. Please and thank you. Bifocals are pretty cool. I don't have a legitimate prescription because I don't go to the actual eye doctor because I'm old. And by that I mean curmudgeon-y. Targum the pigeon will remember this. Michael Bourne the pigeon. Those of you, if you know, you know. The Canadian pigeon. No. See, I wanted to make the pigeon. I haven't looked in Canva yet because I was gonna make it. I was gonna slap some things together to create it, but I kind of want to create the pigeon so that you can still see its chest because I want it to look like it's got a little t-shirt on it with like a Canadian maple leaf because I think it's funny. Temu ad. I always wondered what kind of ads they run. That's your cat, Mimi. Ah, Curvey's in the migraine crew. I think Karina will ask about Wipergate. I don't know. I actually, like, I've listened to about 5 minutes of this. I was going to listen to it while I was editing the last part of my... I have a second video of me reacting to Alexis's Q&A. I've got one more video of that I've got mostly edited, and then I saw this pop up, and I wondered if she was actually, because I saw that she posted, if you could ask questions, what would you ask? Be respectful, and I was like, oh, okay, so she must have somehow landed an interview with Beck. I think it's interesting that Becky went to Karina. My thought is, Beck remembers that Karina annoyed the living crap out of Amber. And I'm not knocking Karina at all. I'm just surprised that Beck didn't try to go with, like, Jordy or Mr. Snowflake. But if Beck's outside of the... Well, no. Snowflake said he'd reached out to Beck, didn't he? Hello, Just Jamie. Waitress C, don't ruin it. No spoilers. Hello, Alex. Hello, Elisa. Or listen. Yeah, I don't know about prescriptions. You guys could just type random numbers and I'll be like, oh, all right, cool. Hello, Amanda and Jenny and Susan. Yeah, why isn't there a pigeon emoji? That's like ludicrous. Ludicrous. Like the most populous bird on the planet. I may have to get up and go to the bathroom at some point, just throwing that warning out there because it might happen. It might not. Hello, Tinkerbell. Hello, BJ. Hello, Poto. It is officially 5:45. I wouldn't feel bad starting now. Hello, Jenny? I don't remember if I got you. Knick-knack, hello. Yeah, the closest thing to pigeon is we've got these bluebirds, and I think there's like a blackbird. Austria, wow. Wyberlin Sky Nestler? Hello, Corky. Mushroom tea. Love that the pigeon. I love that the pigeon has made it into two chats. Two chats. Yeah, thank you, Flynn. If you guys don't believe I'm 40 with these glasses on, I got nothing. Hey, Theo. I think I look not bad, but I think I look like I'm 40. Doves are basically pigeons, yes. Hello, Pufferfish. Hello, Amanda. She couldn't have picked a better photo of Beck? Oh, she could have picked. I kind of felt that way. I'm not trying to be, like, rude. Beck's just not very photogenic, and that's okay. You know? Sometimes I don't think I photograph very well either, so. I mean, isn't pigeon the same thing as squab? I used to eat squab around here, too. Historically. Hello, Diary. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Susan de Gaia? Guerra? That's basically a pigeon. Lee. Wauma? Oh, Uberlinen Stiller? I'm pretty sure I butchered that as well. Survival artist. Go on. Yeah, it's just zoomed in a bit much, yeah. It's Karina, though. Hello, Jessica. Somebody said I needed to pet you. Yes. I do. Aw, I love you too, Bubby. I'd do something like, you know, give him a treat every time somebody did XYZ, but he's big as he is. We're trying to get his weight down. He doesn't agree with us, but I have not started yet, Una, no. I went live early, so I figured I'd give it a few for people who are actually waiting for 5:45. I have not watched this yet. Yes, please don't spoil it for me. You can argue that, Jenny, all you want, but pigeons and doves are the same, dang it. At my old house, we had a nesting pair of pigeons that lived on the porch. Not pigeons, doves. We had doves who on the... It's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a fun react. I'm not expecting this to be, like, bad. I expect it to be informative. I'm expecting that Becky's going to reinforce things that we already thought. That kind of stuff. How did I insult the floof? Listen, I got trauma. Huh. Lee says, so the wild birds are the rock dove. They were domesticated centuries ago for food. Squab. Okay, I was right there. The modern city pigeons are feral descendants of the rock dove. There you go, Alyssa. It was a feral pigeon. You saw a Kermit? I don't have Kermit. I highly doubt Karina will even pop in here. I don't know why she would. Random fact of the day. It's funny. Venice at one time had so many problems with enormous amounts of pigeons, they paid citizens money to exterminate them. I'm just laughing because we're still talking about pigeons. That was what, Tuesday night? Oh, no. The chicken hawk was in your yard? That's pretty cool. Yeah, my supervisor's asleep. That's how well he supervises, Jacqueline. Pigeon the gray, you are dove the white. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Trixie. Hey, Corky. Hey, DG. Oh, you had to be there, DG. There will eventually be a pigeon emoji, which there you have it. All right. You have a crow problem? Is it really a problem though, Jamie? Just Jamie? Is it though? Beck is incredibly respectful. I'm looking forward to this. I'm curious. And I feel good about it because Beck approached Karina. She does give a little bit of an explanation here at the beginning. So Beck did approach Karina about this. So this is Beck's terms, which are fine. So someone saw a ghost behind you at work today. Where do you work? They didn't say anything that Amber would need to go live and do. Well, I'm sure Amber's still going to try to go live and debunk it. Jessica Rizzo, I think the reason Beck did not post this on their own channel was because the channel's very not Amberlynn coded. Beck has done a lot to keep Amber off the channel as far as the videos. I know Beck will make comments here and there. I'm gonna have a lot of troubles with this, by the way. I'm just saying it now. But Beck does try to keep talk of Amber off their channel. I know they have put community posts up before, but well, and that's also it, Chrissy. ALR cannot say Beck is money hungry because she went to Karina to put this out. There are always crows in the car park. Well, if you feed them, you can befriend them. All right, let's see. Thank you, Susan. I saw that. I wanted to wait till everybody rolled in. BJ, Christy, Bunny Milk, Winter Sea, and Alyssa G. Welcome to the interns. Mwahaha. We send pigeons after you. You need to redistribute the crows amongst the chat. Oh, the dodo was a dove pigeon? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, it's dead now, so. Big Western howdy from Colorado. Hey, Janet. I think Rocky's in Colorado, aren't you? Plus ravens. I always wanted a pet raven. I think I will settle down for just like a friend raven. Alright, we're gonna get started. Again, my plan is to just react to this and then be done for the night. I know there's a part 2 coming out. We will react to that when it happens. I don't think I'm going to make separate video. Well, I don't know. My current plan is not to make a separate video about this. Apparently a guy with a forklift truck. Well, apparently he likes being your shadow, Ruby. You are not super late, Aya. We haven't even started yet, but I'm going to start. I'm going to speed it up to time and a quarter. Just because what I have heard of it, so I know I can speed it up some. So, all right.
Am I upset that Eric and Ricky still talk to Amber? To be honest, we haven't spoken in almost a year. A few different times that people in my life tried to get me to leave her. My family had an intervention with me. They took me to a park and was like, you know, we are begging you to leave her. When I would be hanging out with Eric and Ricky playing video games, and Amber would set timers for when I had to be back to hang out with her.
Hello, everybody. In today's video, I am doing a Q&A with Beck. So a few days ago, Beck and their partner reached out to me here and wanted to speak off of YouTube and reached out to me because Beck wanted to do a Q&A on someone else's channel. They did not wish to do a Q&A on their channel. I agreed to it, so we did speak off of YouTube. I put a community page post asking y'all to go and ask Beck whatever questions you guys wanted. The most relevant, interesting, and the most thumbs up questions were answered by Beck. I want to thank Beck and their fiance so much for their time.
Ugh.
Obviously, not all questions were answered. Obviously, I fully respect Beck's decision not to answer certain questions. And of course, due to time restrictions, no one can answer every single question, but a lot of very
Why not?
interesting questions were answered. So this is part one. I will link Beck's channel down below. There's going to be a part two that I will work on and put up as soon as I can. As well as I just wanted to say thank you to Beck for their time with this. Thank you for reaching out to me. And also congratulations on Beck's engagement to their fiance. I wish you guys a lifetime of happiness. Okay.
I'm a big proponent of Beck has asked to be left alone, ergo we should leave Beck alone. As Karina said, Beck reached out to her, so this is acceptable in my book. It would be the same thing as if Beck reached out to Snowflake for his Victims of an Empath series. That would be a completely different thing than people going to Beck and asking Beck to ask questions. Is the sound okay for everybody? I have no idea, Ricky's people. I haven't watched this yet, so again, no spoilers, please. Bug love. Excuse me. I'm waiting for the chat to catch up and respond, excuse me. Because I know there's a lag. Hey, textbook committee. All right, we're going on.
Also, you see this nice Kermit? He definitely helped me out of this video. Not really, but have you ever wondered, I would like to purchase myself a Kermit. Kermits are always in charge of all the tea, sometimes. All right, here's my little affiliate view products tab. It will pop up. That's my affiliate thing. If you want to purchase yourself a Kermit, go right ahead. Have a Kermit and be happy. So basically,
Cracks me up that she's got an affiliate link for just for Kermits.
we're going to get into it, okay? As always, I am personally sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information made public first by public figures. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and I would urge you to please do not go to anyone's channel that is mentioned and leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. Please do not do this. This is part one. These are the voice notes that were sent to me based on
I turned it up a tiny bit, but not too much, so.
the questions that the audience asked. Here we go.
How I'm doing now,
Here we go,
I
here we
am
go
doing
again.
very well. I am extremely happy. I have a life completely different than the life I had the last time I talked to you guys. It's almost like, you
Hello,
know, you get that
Star.
feeling where you just want to up and leave and start over. Well, that's kind of what I did. And I up and left and started over, and I'm engaged to the love of my life. And I am happy for the first time in a really, really long time. And it's nice to wake up and not feel so depressed. Like,
You can actually hear a difference in Beck's voice. Like you can actually hear. You know how they always tell you to smile on camera because you'll hear the smile. You will. It's weird, but you will. It actually kind of sounds like Beck is at least smiling. It's really kind of cool. Anyway,
I used to. It's a great feeling to feel like life is mattering and like what I'm doing, what I'm going to work for matters. As far as healing and recovering my self-esteem, yeah, I do feel like I am healing. I still have a hard time with, my mom, especially, it being not too long ago that it was the anniversary. And from everything in my past, I've definitely already healed from it. Like, none of it hurts anymore. I'm completely over things. But as far as my own self-worth and self-esteem, that still is a deeper issue that has stemmed from childhood that I'm still trying to work on. But, anyway. Tell us about the new girlfriend. I hope she treats you well. I will tell you about my fiance. She treats me very well. She treats me the best I've ever been treated in a relationship, ever.
I swear to God, if this girl breaks Beck's heart.
it's actually kind of culture shocky in a way that, you know,
Culture
I
shock.
didn't know that I could feel the way that I do as strongly as I do. It's definitely a very nice feeling. And it's definitely nice to feel like I deserve her. And she does. She makes me very happy.
I just wanted to say congratulations again to Beck and their fiance. Just when I heard the way that Beck speaks, it's obvious that this person is the one, and Beck is very much so in love. And I have to tell you that I am so, so, so happy for Beck and their fiance. They both seem like really wonderful people, just in general, just to communicate with, like, outside of YouTube or, you know, all that stuff. And I just
The pigeon army, Corky.
hearing like the way that Beck
Write
even
it on.
speaks about, you know, their fiance, it's just it's a different, it's a shift in the voice, it's a shift in the mind, it's a shift in life. And I am so, so happy. You can feel it that this is a different, healthy relationship. And I am so, so, so glad that Beck is in a fantastic place, you know, and wants to live their life and be happy, because everyone deserves happiness. Well, even evil Kermit. Okay, so very happy for you guys. Now let's get to some serious, serious drama.
I'm not surprised about things that are coming out about Amber from her ex-friends and ex-partners. I know what I experienced the 3 or 4 years we were together. I know what my family was.
Are you serious? Someone changed their name to Feral Pigeon. That's amazing. Or maybe your name always was Feral Pigeon and it's just relevant now. That's funny.
Put through. I know what they still have talked to me about. I know what happened with my mom, and you know what it did to me and her, and I know what it did with my sister, and it's just, you know, things got a little rough. And I mean, they mended things there toward the end, but like, she's blown it with everybody else since. And I figured she would try to learn, but it doesn't seem like it.
Amber will never learn. She gets exposed by many, many, many people, and I have a feeling that other people will continue to expose her, and she'll never learn because she thinks she's never doing anything wrong. Now, none of you are ready for this. This is like what made Beck realize that they wanted to break up with Amber. I am not surprised by Amber's behavior, but none of you are ready.
Okay, before we get into that. So, okay, people have mentioned this in the chat already. There's been a lot of people who have been spilling tea in the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks, okay? I think the first Brittany and Erica video is like maybe 10 days old, maybe? Anyway, all of that being said, Beck is a much more reliable narrator than anyone else who has come forward has been. And so, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be like, why are we giving Beck the benefit of the doubt, yada, yada. Beck is a much more reliable narrator. Beck doesn't have a history of too much obfuscation. There has been some. I said that word wrong. But anyway, there has been some. There's little things here and there that, you know, Beck is not a perfect person, okay? But as far as reliability, there's no reason to question Beck's reliability, unlike everyone else who's been coming forward the past 2 weeks, right? There are reasons to call into question their motives. I do think it's interesting that Beck chose now, considering the hoop storm that has been happening of late. I think it was, if not a strategic move, a very smart move. So, and one thing that I'm really thinking about is not actually Beck, but it's just like there's been so much coming out all at once and coming from every angle at Amber. I just wonder how much damage this is going to do in general, just, and not because I think Beck is going to say anything in particular that is like something we didn't already know or suspect, at least. But it's just, there's been so much happening in Amber's world for the past, like I said, week and a half. I just wonder how much of this is, or how this is affecting her in general. So, Yeah, and as somebody said earlier, it's probably a good move on Beck's behalf to go to one of the channels, because this way no one can say Beck's in it for the money, because there's probably no money to be had here. Oh, yeah. A lot has been happening. A lot has been happening very quickly, but none of it is like significant. It's just all coming at you so fast. Like it's hard to process it because it's all just happening so quickly. So I hope this is Beck's closure. I really do. And as far as the their thing, as unless something has changed, Beck did state that they were okay with they, them, she, her. So if you slip, it's not the end of the world. It's just, maybe try to stick with they, them. I know I'm probably going to screw up at least once. So unless something is drastically changed and I don't know about the update. Oh, Foodie and Salad, or damn it, no, that's not his name. Salah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get to them at some point, I imagine. Well, thank you, Stereotypy. That's funny. All right, let's because I derailed this. This is apparently what made Beck decide that it was time to go. They said any pronoun is okay? Well, we'll try to stick with they, thems. But I'm not gonna come down on people if we don't. As long as we're being respectful. All right, don't be disrespectful. That's the only thing I'm asking here. All right, anyway, so this is apparently the reason that Beck was like Audi 5000.
When did I realize you needed to end things with Amber? What was the final straw in the relationship? There was one day where she had started pretending to be me in text messages because I had a group message with Eric and Ricky that we had had for years. And we had had it long before I'd even known who Amber was. And she was mad that she wasn't added to that one, that she had been added to a new one that we created for all four of us. And so she was pretending to be me, asking for her to be put in our old friend group one from years ago. And they automatically knew that it wasn't me, but they could tell that it was her. And me and her just got into a big argument about that. And it was so bad that we just ended up going to sleep. We were in the living room. I was on one chair and she was on the couch. And we went to sleep for a really long time. And when we woke up, we started fighting again. And then I ended up going to my family's that weekend. And that's whenever I decided that I didn't want to continue being in this toxic relationship anymore. That I know I was so worried about what would happen to her, who would take care of her, who would take care of the animals. That's why I stayed so long.
Are we shocked? In particular? Yeah, not really, no. Like, okay. Okay. Of course she did. I mean, in all fairness, Amber has admitted to going through people's phones, so... Imagine doing that. Just imagine the thought process that goes into doing that. You are so paranoid / jealous of your girlfriend's long-term group chat with their two, at the time, best friends, that you steal their phone and start sending text messages pretending to be them, asking to add her to your long-term group chat. That's weird. It's weird. It is creepy. Winter sea. Yeah, I'm not shocked that it happened. I'm intrigued in I'm intrigued at the medium. I'm not shocked that it happened. That lie would come out so fast if she would add it to the group chat, though. Yeah, exactly. You're shocked that there's people out there who think this. I don't know. Who thinks this is okay? Like who thinks this is okay? Lily, you said something earlier too. Let me scroll up real fast. Oh yeah, it's a little dig going to Karina. I don't think it's a little dig. I think it's a big dig. Oh, just Jamie. That's cute. Was it around the time Eric and Ricky? Yeah, I don't. Well, maybe we'll find out what happened with Eric and Ricky's channel, but my BBT causes me to pretend to be people I'm not. I don't think that's. I don't know a lot about BPD, but I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. But
I was just so concerned with, I did care about this person. This was my friend. These animals, I did love these animals. I felt an obligation to take care of them. And I guess it also tied into my trauma of just needing to feel needed. And I think that was also why I even stayed.
I wondered about that, honestly. Not the trauma part, but I wondered about Beck's need to be needed. I wondered about that, honestly. Beck is a caregiver, like Mothman. Beck had always struck me as somebody who wanted to be needed and like got value out of that. So I always wondered about that. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Lost it. Oh, I'm wondering now that Amber knows that 360 exists, if she's gonna make Tommy do a 360 with her. That would be. I would not be shocked. Hey, Taco Talia's here. Where? But anyway, oh, there you are. Hey.
Because I also just felt like this person had nobody else. And I didn't deserve better. So that's why I stayed as long as I did. And I realized it was unhealthy, that it was doing neither one of us any favors.
I think, Adriel, I think Beck is the longest relationship we've seen Amber in.
That she should move on and hopefully move on, go live with her mom or, whatever she needed to do. And I wanted to move back home. I wanted to be with my family and my friends. And
okay, Buns, you're fine. It's okay. You were fine. You didn't need to delete those.
Live my life, and I was ready to let go. I'd been ready to let go long before we had even ended it.
I can't even. I just want to thank Beck for their candor. So, is anyone here really surprised that Amberlynn pretended to be Beck to try to get added to an older group chat between Eric and Ricky and Beck, and did not foresee that was going to be a problem? So I know that one of the big,
what was it, Damon White she was pretending to be in order to get into the ALR Facebook groups?
biggest questions on my community page was pretty much, what was the final straw? Why did you guys really break up? Because Beck, being the kind individual that they are, did not release that information. So Amberlynn, you're welcome for the next few weeks of your live stream content where you're going to try to desperately deny it. I'd love to see you get out of this one, honey. Actually, I don't care. She's just going to make something up. Look, as far as this situation,
I want a croissant. Did you bring croissants for everybody, Star D?
y'all weren't ready for it, but is anyone really here surprised? Hello, Damon White. How are you doing? Damon White, Damon White. For those of you that don't know, Amberlynn Reid, in my opinion, has a very large history of going ahead and pretending to be other people, going on fake accounts. She actually pretended to be a man named Damon White and infiltrated a Facebook group about herself and pretended to be him and trashed herself and then defended herself. So,
I mean, here's my thing about her going into groups about her. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't blame her on that end, especially going in under a pseudonym. I really can't blame her. It's not like it's not like a private family chat, you know. It's not the same thing. They're public groups for the most part. You know, they're talking about her. Of course she wants to be in them. I wouldn't, but she does. You know, that's one thing. And it's goofy. The Damon White thing is goofy and silly, and like she should have just lurked and not said anything, kind of a situation. Pretending to be Becky in order to get into a long-running group chat between Becky and her friends. That's weird. That crosses lines.
The thing is that what baffles me about Amberlynn Reid
Excuse me.
is that she continuously does negative, hectic. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but does the fun ever start, Amberlynn? She continues to do these sinister things behind the scenes. And if I could ask Amberlynn Reid one question, I know she'll do a live stream.
Tim Hortons has croissants? Oh, man. I tell you what, though, Tim Hortons, once you get too far south, though, they're not good.
Eventually, in response to this, Amberlynn, why do you continue to do sinister things that are very blatant and obvious behind the scenes and then think you're not going to get caught? How did Amberlynn actually believe that Eric and Ricky wouldn't understand that it's her and she was pretending to be Beck, when obviously if Beck and Eric and Ricky already had that existing group chat, isn't it obvious that Beck wouldn't ask themselves, hey, can I please be added to a chat I was already in? So obviously this, in my opinion, stems. I would love to ask Beck more questions. I don't know if they would be interested in doing another Q&A.
Yeah, clarifying questions might be entertaining, but
I would just love to ask a question of, this is my question. Do you think, and this is a question for everybody in the audience, do y'all think that Amberlynn like thought that something was being said in those group chats? Like she just needed to know what was going on in the old group chat. Like honestly, Amberlynn, you are never going to have, in my opinion, a relationship that works out if this is how you behave. That is betrayal. Like you betray your partner so bad.
Karina's East Coast, and I love that about her, honestly. Moth Moment says, I have come to the conclusion that Amber has predatory behavior and is 100% a G word that I probably can't say. Not like a PDF file, but, you know. Yeah, that's part of the love bombing thing, definitely. She does believe she's the smartest person in the room. I think she's incredibly paranoid, and she's obviously very, I lost my word. Insecure. So, from the deep north. The deep north. I've never heard that. That's funny. The Damien thing, that was messy and stupid and funny from the outside. The Beck thing, that's creepy. That's weird. Don't do that. If you think that's a good idea, if someone's listening and you think that's a good idea, it is not. Don't do it.
To go ahead and pretend to be them, terrible. But Amberlynn has a million fake accounts. We've talked about that before. A bunch of sock accounts, and even having sock accounts, quite frankly, in your own personal relationship. Rinse, lather, does the fun ever start? And as far as Beck saying that they were ready to end things with Amberlynn prior to the breakup, I think we all saw the videos. If you saw the
Mothman, Amber doesn't love, she owns,
Beck era, you saw those videos that Beck was not, in my opinion, remotely interested in being in those videos, and you could tell that there was a problem in the relationship, which Amberlynn denied. Amberlynn, so you out here impersonating Beck. Does the fun ever start? I'd love to hear your answer to this one, sweetheart, on your new live stream. Again, huge thanks to Beck for the
Winter Sea, paranoid but not smart. Yes. Who was it that said, hang on, I'm gonna open up the Discord real fast, hang on. Because who posted it? This will make sense in a minute, I promise. Where is it? There's a YouTube channel called You Guys Have to Realize, and I think the guy who does this, his name's who owns the channel, I think his name's Tyler. Anyway, I was watching his girl fight video because somebody posted it in the Discord. By the way, I'm subscribed now. His skits are hilarious, but he made the point that Amber referred to Alexa as her emotional support, something or other, and he was like, "Who calls your friends that? Who refers to their friends like an animal, like a pet?" And yeah, that's exactly how Amber views people. They are her pets. It's just unlike her pets, they can leave.
their candor. Let's continue.
What do I think of Amber calling me money hungry and trying to capitalize on my live streams? That's what she was doing with me, like the whole time I was being used for live streams.
Look at all of those thumbnails. Just look at them. Look how Amber positions these so that like she is front, well, not center, but front and prominent. And Beck is now part of this is how they position themselves, right? Beck always sat back like that. Amber always sat real far forward. This is around the time wifey started showing up. She called her a talking diary. Yeah, she well, literally objectifies people, not in that sense, but in the sense of she reduces people to objects, which is the definition of objectification. And yeah, so the people in her lives, they are useful, you know, they are objects that she possesses, they are pets, they are things that she cares for. Chicken. I'm sorry, Skeletor. And wait, Alyssa has a name too. Which one was it? Who are you? Blunsky the Third. Skeletor and Blunsky the Third. Hello, No Love and Fear. But anyway, yeah, I mean, these are really striking to look at in a big old collection like this. I know that sounds stupid. Bear with me. I wasn't reacting 3 years ago. But yeah, that just like she's so centered. She's so prominent in these thumbnails, and Beck is not. Beck is as small as Amber can make her. Now, I understand that these are probably just random screen grabs from the actual lives, but at the same time, this is how the whole live was staged, right? This is how she had the entire live staged the entire time. As opposed to having Beck up front taking up as much space in the thumbnail as Amber's taking up, right? Instead of having Beck all the way back here where their size is actually reduced by the camera angle. When I have a host, when I used to do podcasting and hosting, and we did a couple videos, it was always important to me to make sure that myself and whoever I was interviewing had the same scale, because sometimes it would just be like a video kind of a thing. But I always tried to keep everybody at the same scale because I didn't want it to appear like there was like a power dynamic occurring, because I didn't want people to think that like if I had two guests, because it wasn't uncommon for me to interview two people at the same time. I wanted to make sure that the two people that I were interviewing were the same. They were the same scale, because I didn't want people to, and you do, your brain just does this part, you know, but the bigger person appears more important, right? So it was always important to me to make sure everybody was the same scale, so everybody appeared to have the same amount of authority, right? Or the same amount of importance. The exact opposite. This is the exact opposite of that, right? People with OCD can have a favorite person syndrome. I had to go through a serious... Yeah, I mean, we try not to diagnose too much on the channel, but but I'm a good person. Oh, am I though? I am the one. I am the reason. I am the reason everyone is talking about pigeons. You started the story and I just wouldn't let it die. Am I a good person? Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure people just get tired of her shit and they just bail, Star D. But anyway. You two are talking to each other. All right, back to it is.
And that ties into the next question. Did I ever get paid from the live streams I did with her? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Because she said that all of that money had to go toward all the bills. I don't even know how much she got. I have no idea. I don't even know how much I was supposed to get, if I was supposed to get half. I have no idea.
And that's the financial abuse right there. That's the financial abuse right there. There was no need for that. Amber did it out of pure vengeance. Can't keep my glasses clean. She did it out of pure vengeance. It was just her being petty. We all suspected this, but now we have it confirmed. I don't, like I said at the beginning, I don't think we're going to hear anything that we the community weren't already suspecting. We're just going to hear a lot of things Beck just basically confirming, which is fine.
I was just told, you do these live streams with me, you'll get money. But
That's a dodo. Oh, okay, you said that. Never mind,
then she was like, you got to pay bills. So no, I didn't see anything from it. I think whenever we broke up and I moved out, I think she gave me like $100 to $200, and that's how I ended up getting the U-Haul. I think something like that.
At least she paid for that.
But no, I'm definitely not money hungry for trying to do my own live streams. That was just, I don't know. I had periods where I wanted to come back, and I had all these great ideas, and I would get these big ambitious, like, you know, I still have videos on my phone of like ghost adventures.
I would 100% watch Beck do Ghost Adventure stuff. I would 100% watch that. You know, I said that about Casey doing gaming. I'm saying that about Beck doing ghosty stuff. It helps that both of those things are interests of mine to begin with. You know, if Beck was like, I'm going to go do NASCAR racing, I would probably be like, yeah, okay, well, I mean, cool. But I mean, this is something I have an interest in, and Beck has I really like Beck's sense of humor. So I would 100% watch it. Yeah, Amber even made a big deal about Beck working for her. Beck worked for her from day one. That's the suck part of it.
And hiking. Me and my sister went to the Natural Arch. I've got videos from that I haven't uploaded. I became so depressed I couldn't even work anymore. And my sister and Logan had to take care of me. And they were the only ones who were there for me during that period of time. So, no, I wouldn't say I was money hungry.
This refers to Amberlynn's ex-bestie Alexis pretty much spilling the tea and saying that Amberlynn believed, in her opinion, and allegedly said to Alexis that Beck was money hungry for doing live streams. Amberlynn has literally monetized everyone in her life.
I believe that Amber believes that Beck was money hungry because Amber evaluates everybody by her own moral compass. So what does that tell you?
And the audacity to call someone else money hungry. You monetize Destiny in the lab. Do we need to continue? Like, you monetized your partners and you monetized literally everything. I mean, get a Kermit, Amber. Seriously. But moving on from that, to leave Beck destitute, to leave Beck with $200 after.
That was punishment. That was punishment. This is all punishment. Like, we should be morally outraged. We should be outraged, I suppose. Maybe outrage is strong, but anyway. Shocked, though? No. None of us should be shocked. Not a single one of us should be shocked at this.
After they broke up. That's all she gave her, $200? Amberlynn, get your receipts out. Can you?
Beck is lucky Amber paid for the U-Haul. Like, you know? Beck is lucky Amber didn't pull something like, well, it's in my apartment, so it's mine now. You know, and basically literally just tossed Beck out on the street with the clothes on her back. Bye, Alyssa G.
Prove that that's not true. Guarantee you can. I believe Beck. I stand with Beck and justice for Beck. That's my opinion. You know, I feel like Beck is incredibly kind in relationships. As you heard, Beck didn't even want to leave Amber because they were terrified. How would Amber take care of herself? How would she take care of her pet? So Beck continued to stay, even though they were just like not being treated well, right? And so that is why I am so happy that they are being treated well now and have healed. And
They better be being treated well. I don't think this new girlfriend understands the can of worms she's opened. Star D, Amber, I felt was always jealous about Beck because she was likable and Amber isn't. Amber copies personalities, but doesn't know how to be anything other than manipulative. Yeah, I think you could tell in the few lives that Amber did by herself without Beck in him. Amber suffered because people like Beck. I mean, even now, most people like Beck. There are some people who don't, and that's fine. But the majority of the community actually has some sympathy, if not actual favor, of Beck. So, yeah, and they don't of Amber. Is she from New York? Is she from the city? Hello. I forgot Jade was living there at the time. I forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that, but I did.
I have to say, my own personal commentary here is I'm so thankful that you are with your partner, because I've spoken to their partner, Beck's partner, just a little bit. Emotionally intelligent, amazing, fabulous person. And you deserve every bit of happiness that you get, Beck, okay? With her, so happy for you both. Just have to say that. But the audacity.
Well, I guess if she gets Karina's stamp of approval. Karina's very intuitive. So I'll give her that.
To not give the money from the live stream. So in my videos, a lot of the times, I reference this. I can't find the screenshot anymore, but now we don't need it because Beck just told you again. There was an older screenshot where Beck had reiterated what they just said now, that pretty much, and you can go back and you could fact check this if you want. There's an older live stream on Amber's channel where Amber publicly hired Beck to do live streams with Amber and privately and promised Beck the money. And literally all Beck got was $200.
Amber's the one that brought that up. Beck didn't bring that up. Amber said it. Amber thought she was being clever.
Amberlynn Reid used to make between $200,000 to $300,000 a year. She no longer makes this, but she used to. I've been working here for 11 years. I can promise you that that's what Amberlynn used to make. She used to make way more money than she does right now, and she does fabulous right now as well.
She's from Brooklyn? That I believe. She sounds more like she's from Brooklyn than she... Karina. Karina sounds more like she's from Brooklyn than she does, New York.
Not...
From my limited traveling up the East Coast, by the way, between here and Salem.
Give half of the money to Beck when you hired them privately and publicly is honestly wrong. It's just wrong. And by the way, I believe it's, you know, if you hire somebody and you don't give them the money, is that very, very legal? I also wanted to say, for Amber to say, oh, the money from the live streams, yeah, it's like the money I was going to give you, like the money you were going to give their mom, right, Amber? Right. So I understand that Amber had to pay bills.
Amber 100% weaponizes incompetence and helplessness, Una. 100%.
But their agreement was that Amberlynn, she was going to give Beck at least some of the money, and to give $200 when Beck had to leave their own apartment because you moved somebody else in is just sad. It's just sad. And listen, the best revenge is living a good life. And that's where Beck is at.
That is true.
Now,
I have always said, outlive your enemies.
Told you before, Beck did not see any of the money that Amberlynn made from the live streams. The reason that it's unfair isn't just because Amberlynn hired Beck, but because the live streams only garnered the amount of views that they did because of Beck's presence. Beck owned those live streams. They made them interesting. They were the...
I mean, I'd have to go back and check the actual views, but I mean, and again, this is a 4-hour live stream, but it's got 192 views, and this is just Amber. And all these ones with Beck, again, shorter. They're only about an hour, maybe an hour and a half-ish. Some of them are roughly 2. But they still don't have the same number of views. Like, they fall short by somewhere between 20K and the smallest one I can see. Thank you, YouTube, and your stupid bar here. 20 and 60K or 80K. So I'd have to see more than just this one stream. Like, it'd be better to compare things that are shorter. But people will watch. People will watch.
The ones doing all the talking. They were pretty much the talent, and Amber did not give them the money. Absolutely terrible, but not surprising. One more point about this whole money hungry thing. My personal opinion, as somebody who's been...
Bye, Star D. Thanks for stopping by. Back to drawing and adulting. I feel that.
Doing this for a long time, is that Beck has a very great money-making opportunity on their channel. At any moment, Beck can choose to go and talk about their story for as long as they want, or
like,
monetize whatever kind of content, get donations, get super chats on their own channel and their own live stream. I can just give you my own personal experience. Amberlynn is calling Beck money hungry, but Beck purposefully wanted to do a Q&A on someone else's channel. If Beck was really that money hungry like Amberlynn claims, Beck would have never wanted to do a Q&A on my channel. They would...
I'm sure ALR is going to come out. Amber's going to come out and say that these two have some kind of agreement. Because I can say that, you know, it can be said. Do I believe it? Probably not.
Have just done it on their channel. Like I said, a wealth of opportunity on their own channel. They have the subscribers. People are interested in their story. And at any moment, they have every right to do it on their channel and to earn their own super chats and their own money. And they choose not to. Amberlynn is choosing to go on her channel and monetize everybody else's drama, okay? And she's done that for years. How is Beck money hungry then? Beck wanting to do this on my channel instead of their own pretty much solidifies to me that they are not money hungry. Also, I think that there's a very large difference between surviving and survival and being money hungry. Amberlynn Reid left Beck, as far as Beck is concerned, and in Beck's own words, with $200. And go fend for yourself. Go do everything for yourself. I don't care. You know, you broke up with me. Never even giving Beck the money that they earned during the live streams. They earned that money. And so later on, Beck did accept donations from people that wanted to give Beck money. That was for survival. That was for paying the rent.
Yeah, Lily, when a liar won't believe anybody else or a cheater thinks you are cheating all the time. Yeah, it's just projection. It's you're judging people by your own experiences, right? I mean, I say this a lot about Anna's book, Glitter and Lasers, where she's like, we all XYZ, and she puts some really weird thing about her childhood in there, and I'm like, we all did not do that. No, we did not. Foodie's the same way. Foodie just assumes everybody is like her, and so she doesn't understand why people get mad at her for the things that she does. Amber's the same way. You hear her say it. Oh, everybody else does yada, 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 but when I do it, well, Amber, it's because, like, not everybody does that, right? Oh, yeah, Mothman, 100%. Yeah, she already does that anyway. That's why her and him have the exact same expressions. I'm not saying his name out loud. Oh, yeah, Alyssa, people have always wanted to hear from Beck. Beck could easily drag this out for 20 episodes and make money. Because I think she's monetized. I'm sorry, I think Beck's monetized. So the channel's monetized. Beck could put anything up there. What did woman ask? Wowma? Oh, never mind. Gone now. There it is. Wait. She got super chats as well in all of these. Oh, I wonder if Tommy watched this? I don't know. Don't know. I don't understand how Tommy doesn't know who she's dating, right?
There's a very big difference between surviving and being money hungry. And Amberlynn would never know anything about that because, Amber, here's a question yet again. Why did you take Beck's money from the live stream? One last point about this
Power.
money thing. YouTubers get paid per CPM and RPM, and there's all these words. It's basically how much do you get paid per 1,000 views?
Basically.
When you make a lot of views fast, I mean, come on. Amberlynn has literally hundreds of thousands of views that were garnered pretty fast on those live streams. She made hundreds of thousands of dollars all together and thousands of dollars per live streams plus super chats.
Right? Y'all need to quit spending your damn money on her live streams just to say dumb shit to her. Like, y'all are like, oh, no troll would ever spend money to that amount of money just to troll Amber. Yes, they would. I've watched people drop $60, $70, almost $80 on super chats just to say dumb, nasty things to Amber. Like, yeah, they will. And they won't stop. Anti-hectic squad.
Plus super chats. And the only thing that Beck saw was $200. My personal opinion is that, and this is just an opinion, not a fact, I think that Amber was upset and angry that Beck broke up with her and wanted to punish Beck.
How has Amber manipulated you? What did she say to get you into the relationship? Well, I wanted to start off very slow, and I was moving too slow for her. So one day she was just like, there's a line of people who want to be with me. So if you're not going to be with me, then you need to leave.
Wow, what a wonderful person you are.
Sorry, I need to play that back again. My phone distracted me.
So one day she was moving too well. I wanted to start off very slow, and I was moving too slow for her. So one day she was just like, there's a line of people who want to be with me. So if you're not going to be with me, then you need to leave.
Wow, what a
This doesn't give me to the taco telly. Oh my god. Thank you for the super chat. How does Amber have a harem? How? It blows my mind. Like, how do line of people for the porta potty? You know, we joke though, but I mean, we've just had it confirmed over this amount of time that she was talking to 1, 2, 3, and if you count Alexa, 4 different girls at one time, and that was while she was trying to get back with Feline. Right? Like, how does this happen? How do, like, the ickiest people on the planet always seem to have the most number of people who want to date them? Taco Tully. No, I get you, and I'm keeping your... What did you give me? I'm keeping your $2. Yeah. Yeah. They want her money or unhealthy issues like Tommy. I mean, but they didn't always. She didn't have a lot of money when... Well, okay, yeah, she did, but... She had just gotten big, channel-wise, when her and Beck got together. I mean, yeah, like, at least 2 of the people talking to her were apparently... Well, at least 1 was an actual troll, you know, and the other 2, who knows? But it's still weird. Competing art and figures, BJ. But it's still, like... It's still bizarre to me. And it's not just Amber, it's people like Amber, right? And then you've got, I don't know, people I would consider decent people who, like, have a hard time getting a date, right? Like, I have a lot of friends who are single, and I'm just like, why? Like, why? They're good people.
wonderful person you are, Amber. I just had to interject. I haven't been interjecting too much and interrupting Beck, so please forgive me.
That was sarcasm.
I don't believe you, Amberlynn, that there was a line of people wanting to be with you.
I do. I really do.
And you'll see that later on. If someone really wanted to be with Amber other than Beck, she would have just ran to them because she just wants to be with anybody. I think that's a lie, okay? That's a lie.
And I didn't want to lose that friendship. She's...
Why? Burn that bridge. Stomp on the ashes. Does she need more buzzball because she's so big? Yes. Yes, I mean, the whole, weight to something ratio, she does technically. But Amber likes to pretend like she's drunk off of 2 sips of a wine cooler, so she's that girl. We all know that girl. Or that guy. I'm sure men do it too. I'm so drunk. I can totally see that. Bye, Susan. Have fun grocery shopping.
said she wasn't...
I gotta do that tomorrow. Yeah, Amanda, that's... Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. Don't get it.
interested in being friends, and I didn't want to lose the friendship. I was enjoying hanging out with her and getting to know her, so I just rushed into it. I was like, okay, fine, we'll be in a...
Okay. This is at the beginning of the conversation, the beginning of the relationship. My bad. Sorry. So Beck is saying at the beginning of the relationship, after Amber was like, I got a line of women waiting to go out with me, Beck was like, well, I actually like hanging out with you, so...
relationship. And it was just like, after that, I felt stuck and obligated, and like, she definitely made it known to me that she did not have anybody else.
Which one was it, Amber? Is it that you had a line of people when you met Beck waiting to be in a relationship with you, or is it that you did not have anyone else? See how 5 seconds ago I told you that I thought it was a lie? Well, it was.
I don't think it was a lie. I think it was a manipulation tactic. I think both of them were manipulation tactics, 100%. Friendly reminder that she is 33 and weighs the same as a baby elephant. Yeah, Yeah, the buzzballs are like 15% alcohol. I mean, 15% is pretty high, isn't it? I don't know. I don't drink. Isn't like beer only like 5% or something like that? I think. I don't know. Someone who is 500 pounds has the same amount of blood in them as the 3. Yeah, but it's about the metabolism, not the blood, Ricky's people. So, like, her, because she's got so much more mass to metabolize with, right, legit gamer. She likes having contradictory information to confuse people so she can go with whatever she needs people to hear at the moment. Right, so if you've got multiple lines of manipulation going, whichever one sticks, that's the one you pull. And remember, she is... Did I call out single people? I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what I said, but I apologize. Yeah, okay, so 15% is high. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, they are high, but I mean that'd put me on my ass. That'd probably put me out. Assuming I could actually drink it. Vodka in Canada is 40%. Well, that explains the pigeons. Your friend gave you a buzzball as a joke and you felt... Oh, because it's called a buzzball? Equal to 1.5 shots, depending. I don't... Yeah, her... There's no way in hell her liver's not shot. I don't get how she's not in worse health. Root beer? How aware do I think she is of her manipulation? In this instance with Becky, I think she was 100% aware of what she was doing. Ciders and seltzers are like 5%. First, I have to preference that I am Irish. That's funny. Yeah, I think vodka, like, what makes certain alcohols the way that they are is, like, they just always have a certain percentage. Speaking of which, I need to get a bottle of vodka because I got clothes I need to clean. But, I forget what we were even talking about now. Oh, Karina saying that, which is it? Did you have a line of women waiting to go out with you, or did you have no one to turn to? And then there's also a difference, in mild defense, there's also a difference between having a line of people who want to date you and people who want you to live with them. Those can be two separate things. Just because you're dating people doesn't mean they want to live with you, right? Most people don't just move in on the first date, like most people. Most people want to get to know each other to see if they even like each other before they even have the discussion of, would you like to cohabitate, right? So... The body is magical. I don't think she... Well, I don't know. I was going to say I don't think she's a supervillain, but I think she thinks she's a supervillain. She certainly thinks she's smart. Well, I mean, yeah, Everclear is like 100% or something, or 90% or something stupid like that. Do people even drink Everclear? Why? Why do you drink Everclear? Like the burn. I'm in worse health and mine is all random and nothing I did. Well, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, Elena. Yeah, I know. It's always the people that are like the worst who get the best, right? For a mixed drink, the buzz balls are popular for who wants a mixed drink. The buzz ball faster? Are you saying that you use the buzz ball to make a mixed drink? That would make sense. Never clear the band. Well, that's what they're named for. More people need to call her bluff in person. Right, good at manipulation does not equal intelligence. It's a survival tactic. It's a learned behavior. I think some things she does are just natural reactions, but this instance with Beck here that Beck is talking about, like, date me now or date me never, that I mean, that's called an ultimatum. It's a manipulation tactic, right?
Girl, you a lie, Amberlynn. You are lying, as always. So you understand how it can't be both? I think at the time, this is just my opinion. I think it like towards like when she pretty much broke Beck down and got Beck to be in a relationship with her.
Right.
Pretty much that's when Amber admitted the truth. Rinse, lather, delulu. Is anyone here really surprised that all the things that some of you thought were true are? I always tell you the rumors are true.
That I was all she had. Said that Eric and Ricky still talk to Amber. Did
Yeah. Okay. So the full thing with without me and Karina interrupting. Amber comes to Beck, says, if you want to date me, you better put a ring on it because I got a line of people waiting to date me. And then says, I don't have anyone else but you. You know, that whole like, yeah, there's all these other people that I could be dating, but I see something special in you. I'm counting on you to take care of me. And Amber probably picked up pretty quick that Beck was the kind of person that needs to be needed. Beck likes to be the knight in shining armor, right? And I'm pretty sure Amber probably picked up on that pretty quick and instantaneously started using that against Beck. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast. I mentioned this might happen, but I will be back in just a second. So behave yourselves in the chat. Hellfire's not in here, so we shouldn't have too many issues. paying Bragner for his hard work on stream. I saw that, Rocky. He pulls the fire alarm. Sorry about that. I had a delicious kimchi soup for lunch, so there you have it. He thought I think it's dinner time. No, it's not dinner time yet. Oh, really? You are. Oh, would you like to come say hi? I'll see if he won't let me pick him up real fast. Chunkosaurus! The Chunkosaurus Rex. I hate being held. It's the worstest thing would ever happen. Yeah, what else? Uh-huh, then what happened? If I give you another treat, will I be forgiven? But I have the treat jar. Hmm? Alright, one. You, back up here. Come on, earn your kibble. Go. We're not done yet. You know how that works. Resume your position. All the way. Thank you. Good. Yep. Can you please chew these? Thank you. I don't think he chewed that one either. I think he just swallowed it. Nope, that's it. All done. All gone. Nope, sit. 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 Hellfire came in right after I left. Of course you did. Hey, Comet. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the cat interlude. Ah, there's the Discord. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord, I mentioned it earlier, and you're not already in there. I just pinned, I think I pinned. There we go. I pinned the link up above. But Mom already earned my bag. Oh, they are kind of fat pills, yeah. I'm blocking you from getting down. No, do I taste delicious? I will eat you last, human. I'm assuming I didn't miss anything of vast importance. You don't know how to Discord? If you just click on it, Ava, the link should take you there. If you don't have an account, it will prompt you to make one. But I think we... Oh, my glasses, don't break. Alright, so... Yeah, we're still on live chat. He's tenderizing me. Nom, nom, nom. Does the cat use their payment to pay half their bills? They use their payment to buy useless things like catnip and treats. Looneyville. It's alright, Comment. Nobody has to show up. No one ever has to be here. I'll just judge you. He's taller than me. He's bigger than me, Gia. Alright, anyway. I think we had just wrapped up how Beck started dating Amber. I don't know if we've moved on to the tiny blue cat trait. No. No? Alright. It says invalid link. Uh-oh. No, the treats aren't on the desk. Get in your chair. 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 Thank you. Okay, now it is 7. Now you are late for dinner. Yes. And you're going to continue to be late for dinner.
Did Eric have a convo with me about this before reaching ad?
Thought were true are I always tell you the rumors are true.
that I was all she had. Said that Eric and Ricky still talk to Amber. Did Eric have a convo with me about this before reaching out to Amber? To be honest, we
Hey, PJ Equine Lady, welcome to the interns. Mwahaha.
haven't spoken in almost a year.
Are you done? Are you done? Yeah, he's done. Trying to go harass my partner to feed him now. Oh, I'm sorry, Mothman. 21 years is pretty good, though. My last boy lived to 21, so. And his his much hated roommate lived to 19, so that's a good job. Good job keeping him.
Whenever I became really depressed, isolated myself, and they got upset with me for doing that and not texting them. So they stopped talking to me. And
Wow, those are some good friends. Let me back that up. I was chit-chatting too much.
And whenever we haven't this before reaching out. Said that Eric and Ricky still talk to Amber. Did Eric have a convo with me about this before reaching out to Amber? To be honest, we haven't spoken in almost a year. And whenever I became really depressed, isolated myself, and they got upset with me for doing that and not texting them. So they stopped talking to me. And so I never tried to fight for that, because that had happened other times before where they would just stop talking to me and I would have to beg for them to talk to me again. But I would go through bouts of depression and isolate myself from everyone. So, I mean, it wasn't like I was doing it to them. But, yeah, we don't talk. We had that a little falling out there. So whatever they do, I really don't care.
First off, those are shitty friends. You don't need them. Secondly, unrelated, there's a new link for the Discord. See if that one's functioning better. It should. Third, how do you get mad at your friend for being depressed? Like, okay, I get being irritated. I do. I understand that. But how do you end a friendship over that? You know, it wasn't like Beck wasn't trying to get help, from what I understand. So, aw, Sonic, that's sweet. Yeah, my 21-year-old, he was my baby. He really was my baby. Way babier than these guys. He was like clingy, and he would possessively sit in my lap and stuff. So yeah, haven't had a baby like that in a while, but it's okay. I love my cats that I have. Every cat has its own personality. At least that's what I tell myself. Your typing gets dirty looks from your dogs. That's funny. Yeah, exactly, Corky. With friends like that, I mean, first off, they chose Amber over Becky. That's bullshit. And secondly, like, they bailed on Beck while Beck was trying to work through A, a breakup, B, their mom's passing, C, just in general, the fallout of dating Amber for 4 to 6 years. You know? Exactly, Alyssa. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like those are shitty friends.
What Amber does either.
Okay, so this was a big topic of discussion for years. People had wondered, and I want to thank Beck so much for answering this question with candor. Basically, Eric and Ricky and Beck are no longer friends, and Beck is saying that, see, Beck wasn't doing well mentally and pretty much isolated themselves, which is understandable. My personal opinion, this is just my opinion, I think when your friend is going through a hard time, you know, mentally or whatever the case may be, you do not dump them. Even if they don't want to talk, even if they need some time off, you check on them. In my personal opinion, you do not stop talking to them just because they isolate themselves. That's just my opinion of a good friend. Sir, the big mystery has been revealed. I do feel bad for Beck for losing friends when they needed the friends the most, but in life we always learn who our friends are, in my opinion.
Well, I've talked about,
I guess that's one way to look at it. I also wanted to know why she kept, like, cutting out the word depressed and depression. Are we not allowed to say that now?
about why Amber and I broke up. But
Shush.
there were other times where we tried to break up, and it was me trying to break up with her, and she would argue with me and beg me and exhaust me until I would just give in and stay. That happened a few different times. And there was a few different times that people in my life tried to get me to leave her. My family had an intervention with me. They took me to a park.
Always wondered how her family felt about it.
And was like, you know, we are begging you to leave her. You are different. You aren't the same Beck that we used to know. We're worried about you. We just don't think this is a healthy relationship. And I was just so depressed at that point. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care about anything. I felt stuck. I felt it's what I deserved. I felt like I had nowhere to go if I were to leave.
People always ask, why didn't she leave sooner? And this is why. And I've always said that. She probably felt trapped. She probably didn't think she had anywhere to go. Regardless if she did or not, she didn't feel like she did, right? Financially, Beck didn't have a leg to stand on. Amber had convinced Beck to leave their job, so they didn't have their own income. You know, they barely owned the car. That kind of crap. Karina censors excessively. Yeah, a little too much, I think. When I graduate, I want to get 2 cats named Wesley and Buttercup. Aw. That'd be cute. And then they'll hate each other because that's how cats work. Yeah, exactly, Lily. I mean, especially like good friend, like long-term friends. If you just met somebody like 6 months ago and then they dip, I mean, that's understandable, but you're still not going to be an ass to them, right? I would hope.
I don't know. There were many factors as to why, but
I get away with saying a lot of things that other people say that you're not allowed to say in videos. I've yet to have a video struck for that. So I don't think YouTube's as strict as people are terrified that YouTube might be. So I figure I'll just keep saying things until I finally get a little notification telling me that I can't say things.
my family did do an intervention with me, and there were also times when I would be hanging out with Eric and Ricky playing video games, and Amber would set timers for when I had to be back to hang out with her or do things for her. And I was always spending time with her. It was, you know, just every now and then I would go hang out with Eric and Ricky. And Amber would be invited too, but she would not choose to hang out with us. And then make it a point to set a timer for whenever I had to be back.
Absolutely outrageous. I bet none of y'all thought that was going on. I mean, you know, people assumed the worst, but did anybody really think that it was this bad? Like I told you, you know?
Exactly, Adriel. Dropping your friend is one thing, but then becoming friends with their abuser. Well, hello, princess. Hi. Is it dinner time? Are you missing out on it? Ready? There we go. This is the third one. This is the queen of the castle. This is Nessa. Say hi. No. Can you at least purr into the mic? Nope. Okay. Nope. She's the most independent of all three of them, so. Does your bub? Aren't you, bubba girl? Daddy closed his door. You can't get into the office because Daddy closed his door, so you don't have anybody else to harass for food. You're gonna make it, I promise. Will you sit in the chair? Sit there? Hmm? She's a sweetie. She's not big. She's only 8 pounds. The boys are both 14.6. Both of those chonkers were 14.6. The tabby should not be that big, but we're having a hard time getting him to drop weight. This one's 8 pounds, and she bosses both of those boys around. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. This one is the sister, the older sister of the white one. She was born first. Well, I think she was actually born second. Yeah, I can't remember if you were second or third. And Bragner, the white one, he was the last one born. Yeah, she's a tiny little thing. The vet told us that she is the perfect mini Maine Coon. So she has all of the markers of a Maine Coon, but she's only 8 pounds. Oh, you are gonna sit with us. All right. I figured she'd get down, honestly. You're gonna be a baby girl. Aw. Be my... Sorry, I have to be touched. Pardon me. Yeah, this one and the white one are siblings. We done? Okay. Sorry. We're done now. Well, we're done being touched. Your kitten just started getting along with your older cat. Thank goodness. Yeah, it happens. My two old men, the ones that passed away before these guys came along, they hated each other. They just hated each other. They barely tolerated each other in the same room. But what? I'm sorry. Oh, that's your foot. I don't want your foot. Your stinky foot. She's vicious too. Your boy's 18 pounds and the vet said he's sturdy. I mean, depending on the cat, yeah. Yeah, the teacup version of a Maine Coon. That's that one right there. She's very pretty. And when she was a kitten, she was cartoonishly cute. Like, she was like a cartoon kitten. She was so damn cute. And then she grows into this. Oh, I'm sorry you broke your toe, Pupper Gupper Mom. Your dog has to get used to the kitten. Don't worry about it. The cat will rule the roost in a minute. Oh, well, happy birthday, Willow. I don't know what a blue-nosed pit bull is. Oh, I'm sorry, Alyssa. Cat hair. All right. What were we talking about? I'm sorry. We're talking about how shitty friends, how shitty Eric and Ricky are as friends. Thanks. That's exactly what I need on camera. Thanks. It's all right. Yeah, my neighbor's got pit bulls, so I don't have any. They're cute. They're very good dogs. They're very, very well-behaved dogs. Like, I have nothing bad to say about these dogs. Anyway. Two old men too, yeah. 160 is big. I had a Doberman that was 120. That's the biggest Doberman I've ever owned, though. The pit bull would have saved you from that pigeon. Oh, the cat distribution system has gotten you. Yeah, well, cans of tuna will go very, very far. All right. Let's finish this up. We're on 29 minutes. It's 33. Let's do this.
Not good. Okay, so much to say. My personal opinion is, Beck, I am so sorry that you...
Look here. House hippos. That's amazing. You had a pregnant stray Maine Coon? Yeah, the Maine Coons are massive. Like, what was the average size for them? They top out around 20 to 25 pounds. His sister, well, her sister too, is a 25-pound long hair calico. It's got all the Maine Coon and the ragdoll in it, just like the white one. And she's 25 pounds, and the vet's like, yeah, she's fine. But geez, Louise, the cat is 3 feet tall. I'm like, man, I'm so jealous. I wanted the white one to turn into a battle cat, but he decided to stop at 14 pounds. Ugh, loser. But anyway, all right, seriously, let's finish this.
You went through all of that. I will say the word mistreatment. You went through mistreatment. There is a harsher word that I could use that I will not use. I think everybody knows what it is. Amberlynn Reid would set timers when Beck had to be back and play with Amber again. See, Eric, Ricky, and Beck all lived in the same house. They were all roommates. And as Beck said, Amber was always invited to hang out with all of them, but Amberlynn needed all the attention on her and needed to set a timer. Honestly, I have to tell you something. I've been through so much in my life, and I have seen so much in my life, and I have never even heard of that, because that is...
Oh, well. Karina. I'm such a like a loner person. I can't imagine spending every waking moment with the same person. Like, don't get me wrong, my partner and I we obviously live in the same place, but like, he has his office, I have the living room, like, we have our own space, if that makes sense. We're not always in each other's face, right? I can't imagine. So sorry. Try not to yawn. Apologies.
On a level of how many Kermits do you think you need, Amberlynn Reid? Okay, that is terrible. That is mistreatment to say the least. And I'm so happy that Beck is out of that. Talk about controlling and manipulation. You will do what I say, and I will set a timer for you to do it. Just awful. You will never be able to explain yourself out of this one, Amberlynn. By the way,
Lily, I don't even set a timer for my... I've heard about people doing that for their kids, especially when it comes to like television, computer time, you know, phone time, stuff like that. Yeah. But an adult to your partner, I don't understand how... I don't understand relationships like this. I know I'm screaming into the mic and I apologize. How do two adults act like this? Right? Like, the whole thing with like Erica and Brittany. You're adults. WTF. You know, Amber, you're an adult. In what world is this okay? You read enough romance shit. You should know. Right? Yeah, you could probably batter her around a few times and she still wouldn't change. You would never set a timer on a human? I mean, I don't, when it comes to kids and teaching them how to manage time, especially when it comes to managing time around distracting things like games, television, you know, that kind of crap, that's understandable. Or setting a curfew for children, especially as they get older. Again, hopefully it's teaching time management, but it's also teaching like personal safety and boundaries and that kind of stuff. Understandable. I would never... there's been a handful of times where my partner's gone out and I've been like, could you be home by 9-10 o'clock? And usually it's because we're doing something the next day and I know we need sleep, right? It's not a, I need you to be home at 9 p.m., you know, and I'm not going to track him either. You know, it's ridiculous. That's weird. It's weird. He's an adult. I can't imagine doing that to anybody. But like, so like literally the only people I could ever consider that would be like children. You know? Oh yeah, Heather. Yeah, when you're stuck in the Amberverse and cut off from the outside, it would be easy to get brainwashed. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Kids, yes. Adults, no. No, I mean, you're an adult. That's the whole point. That's the point of being an adult. You don't need to be supervised like this. You don't need to be micromanaged in your daily life. Like, you might wish you were because adulting is difficult, but, you know. Your mom would put a timer on for sunscreen 15 minutes from now. Oh, that's actually not a terrible idea. Lolly, your kids will set a timer for themselves. Yeah, I mean, again, that's a good sign. I mean, that's learning how to do time management. You know, that's a skill you would want to have. But that's teaching skills. That's not tracking your partner. Right, exactly. Well, yeah, Renata, your kid's 23 now. Like, they're well past adult, you know? Now they got to figure it out on their own, unfortunately. Well, are you like, Mothman, are you like, you have to be home? Or are you just like, hey, where are you at this moment? Like, my partner rides a bike to and from work, and we live in Philly, and I'm terrified that he's going to get hit by one of these asshole drivers. So I just ask that he texts me when he gets into work and when he rides home from work to home. But there's been many a day where he's like ridden in and I don't get a message until noon. Oh, by the way, I made it in, you know? I wouldn't start panicking unless I made it to like 6 p.m. and I hadn't received a message and he wasn't home, right? Which is probably not great, but That's different. I'm not like tracking his every move. I just want to know if he got to work safely. And it's only when he rides his bike. Yeah, the air tag when you get split up when you go places. Yeah, exactly, Lee. That's, again, I think when he and I used to go to protests, because we used to go protesting a lot, we had a tracker on our phones for each other in case we got split up. But that's because, like, Washington, D.C. is freaking huge, right? And we weren't native to the area, so we had no idea where we were. But that's different. That's like situational, makes sense. You're both agreeing to it. It's not going to go on past a certain point. It's not like from that day forward, we tracked each other's every move, you know? Yeah, just Jamie. There are days when you don't even see your husband because your work schedules. Yeah, I mean, my friend and her partner are like that too. He works into the night, and she works normal office hours. You know, so yeah, there's days where they don't really see each other. Right, exactly. Winter seas. Don't tell me 2 a.m. and then come home at 4. Right, I'm gonna be expecting you around 2, and then you don't come home, and you know. Yeah, protest tracker's pretty smart. Your battery saver's on, so it turns off your location. That's funny. Yeah, and somebody was telling me that they used Life 360 with one of their parents because the parent was suffering from dementia or something like that. And I mean, that's understandable also. Again, situational. There's Tim Hortons in Phillies. That I don't know, but there are Tim Hortons in Georgia, which is where I've had it. When I was there were a couple digs I did down in Georgia, and we had Tim Hortons down there. The blueberry biscuits are delicious, and that's about it. I've been told that the further north you get and the closer to Canada you get, the better it is. Yeah, it's mutual respect and courtesy when in a healthy, consenting relationship. Anyway, let's finish this up.
There's clearly a very large financial manipulation and control and mistreatment going on here. Clearly, Beck has said throughout the interview that they were just like, they felt broken down, and where were they going to go? Amberlynn controlled the finances. And to be honest with you, if you've ever been in that type of a situation, it is very difficult to get out of a situation that is unhealthy for you in various different ways when someone controls the money. I think we've established here that Amberlynn didn't just control the money, that Amberlynn, in my opinion, misused the financial power that she had in the relationship.
And if you recall, she tried to pull the same thing on Wifey, remember? Like with Beck, she told Beck to quit her job, and Beck did, because at the time, it probably sounded like a good deal, right? Beck hated the job. It was like ruining their back. They were having a lot of physical issues at work. And Amber was probably like, oh, babe, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, I make enough money to support both of us, you know? And I'm sure that probably sounded A, like she cared, and B, like a good deal, right? And then it turned into this. But like, Amber tried to pull the same thing with Feline. She tried to convince Feline that she didn't need to work and that Amber could pay the rent and all that. And Feline insisted on paying her half, right? So Amber learned that it worked really well controlling Beck financially and tried to do it with the next girlfriend. And I'll bet you money, I meant like maybe $1, that when she gets with whoever the next full-time living girlfriend is, I'll bet you Amber will try to pull the same shit. Don't worry, babe. I make enough money for both of us. You don't have to work. You can just stay home and constantly be in my presence all the time. What a deal.
Because Beck used to have a job when they first met Amberlynn, and Amberlynn demanded that Beck leave in exchange for, like, you know, like, oh yeah, I'll support you, you'll have a better life. And clearly that's not what happened. The idea that Beck could not leave because where were they going to go? Clearly Amber was in control of the money. And, you know, they were just broken down by all of this. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Like, the whole thing with, I'm going to put a timer when you need to come back, is absolutely mistreatment, to say the least. Just such terrible treatment. And by the way, I just wanted to say nobody is perfect in any relationship, okay? I'm not saying that Beck is perfect or I'm perfect or anyone is perfect, but to set a
I'm perfect. There, I said it.
timer when your partner that took care of you fully
Partner. God bless that accent. I'm sorry. I love Karina's accent.
had to come back and attend to you is just ridiculous, Amber. It's manipulative, and in my opinion, it's really, really controlling. The wildness that Beck dropped on us when they said that the family had an intervention. Amberlynn continuously said that Beck's, family loved her so much. And, I don't know if you know.
She's always said that, though. Even though there's plenty of there's plenty of stories of Amber not getting along with especially the mothers of her girlfriends. Amber always says, "Oh, they love me, they love me, they love me." I don't believe you. And you could tell Becky's family didn't like Amber. They never had anything nice to say about her. Ever. So the fact that Beck's family had an intervention with her, I'm not surprised.
Like I've said this before, I'm just going to say a little bit. I used to watch Amberlynn Reid when I did not make videos about Amberlynn Reid. That's how I know all the lore. I just watch for entertainment and fun. And I remember Amber always saying, I have such a great relationship with Beck's family. And I just knew that she was lying. I could feel it. For the family to have an intervention because Amberlynn was such a terrible influence on Beck and had really just took everything away emotionally from Beck and just like really just was a negative influence on Beck's life, and Beck was just miserable in the relationship. I am so sure that there's so many things that Beck has left out, obviously, due to privacy and due to being a kind and generous and warm person. And I just wanted to say thank you so very much to Beck and their fiance for talking to me, for even reaching out to me. I really appreciate it. They were amazing to talk to. I will do a part 2. This is not the full Q&A. I just cannot upload an hour-long video. Please leave your thoughts, comments, and questions in the comments down below. You know that my favorite YouTuber in the whole wide world, Amberlynn Reid, will do a response to this in her next live stream when she comes to work once a week. So it's going to be amazing.
Comes to work once a week.
All right. I want to thank Beck and their fiance so very much yet again for their time. I want to thank all of you for watching. Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions in the comments down below. I want to thank you for watching today. I really appreciate your time. If you check out this video popping up here, it's going to be on a similar topic. Go ahead and check that.
All right. Nothing against Karina. I did want to do this before we took off. This is the link to Karina's video. Go give it a watch. Whether you thumbs it up or thumbs it down is up to y'all, but there it is. So, did we learn anything we didn't suspect? No. Did we get a bunch of stuff that we were suspecting confirmed? Yes. Did we hear details that were upsetting? Yes, we did. Were we expecting that? Yes, we were. So, I think it's good. I think it's good that Beck feels like they're ready to come forward and have this moment themselves under their own volition, in their own terms. Like, Karina said that she sent a bunch of questions to Beck, and Beck answered the ones Beck felt like answering. Obviously, they're the ones that were thumbs up the most, but from those questions, there were questions that Beck chose not to answer. And the fact that Beck had the ability to do that is fine, right? So is good. We'll do part 2 when it pops up. And so I mean, I think it's good. I don't think I'm gonna make a video out of this though, and I'm probably not gonna do it with the second one either. I don't really feel like there's like a need to do that. I think the live is fine, especially since it's 2 hours long. But yeah, I mean, I think it's more than a little dig that Beck went to Karina, and I think Karina's handling it very well. I think this is very exciting for her. This video came out today. I don't know how many hours old it is, but it came out today, and it's got 46 going on 47,000 views. So it's doing well for Karina, and I think she deserves it. So there is that. Yeah, it was done respectfully, And even with Karina interjecting here and there, nothing was in poor taste or anything like that. So, the timer will never not upset you. Well, it's weird. Oh, stereotypy. I'm a caregiver like Beck was. Anyone who offers to let me quit that job, there's no way I could say no. And AL did that job too, so she knew what she was doing and offer Beck couldn't refuse. Yeah. What are you looking at? Staring at, weirdo. Got a little freckle on your nose. She's trying to decide if, oh, there we go. Up, down. Come here. No, you gonna jump? Or fall gracefully towards the floor, whichever. I need the Google extension. I don't know if I care enough for vidIQ. I go check it out every once in a while. I like type things in, but like I don't. On Saturday there will be chance of rain. So she can buy more Kermits. If only the world ran on Kermits. Feral pigeon. You're a legend. You're a legend in your own right. All right. I don't really have anything else to add to this, to be honest. Like, I'm glad Beck came forward. I'm glad we're hearing what we're hearing. I hope this is, like, a good closure for Beck. I would totally watch if they did ghost hunting stuff, because I like the way Beck tells a story. It's pretty good. It's funny, but it's pretty good. Oh my god. Sodium. I'm just gonna call you Sodium. There's somewhat a layer of protection for Beck going with Karina. Oh, you're normally sleeping? Yeah, I know. You know, it's just convenient for me, honestly. Like the 4 to 6 just seems to be a good hour for me. I try to quit working around 6 so that I can spend time with my partner. But all right, I don't have anything else to add. I really don't have anything to wrap up with. I don't think there was any dishonesty during this. It will be interesting if Amber even acknowledges that this happened. Remember, Amber doesn't watch reaction channels. But I'm sure she's got an army of people who will be poking at her to get a reaction out of her one way or the other. It's already Saturday in Ireland. But bye, just Jamie. Yeah, it's time to wrap up. Thank you everybody for coming. I hope you all enjoyed it. I guess if you've gotten this far, you may as well leave a frog down in the comment section because obvs. And yeah, I mean, you guys can continue to chit chat in the comment section if you would like. Be respectful, please. And go watch, or at least give Karina's video a thumbs up if you would. Not that she needs me to boost her channel in any way, shape, or form, but it's just respectful. And when the second part of this comes out, we'll do another live, but I don't think I'm going to do a video on this. It's just not, it's not necessary. We will refer to it, however, as we go forward. And hopefully I'll have another video out for you guys. I'm trying to get it out tonight because I want it over with. But I will see everybody in the next one. Bye! That's not what I want. There we go. Bye!